Hey there, beautiful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'll be talking about Acqua Profumo, and I'm gonna put a very bling bling title. Is Acqua Profumo discontinued? And try to make a little bit of drama out of it. But actually, I want to talk a lot more about Acqua Profumo, this fragrance. Okay, and I will talk about if it's worth it, who is it for. Let's just recap, revisit. We many there. This is one of the most hyped fragrance in the community since Jeremy mentioned it some 5-6 years back on his channel. Just like few other fragrances he did hype. So basically, it has huge credit. Like Jeremy's review has huge credit for this fragrance to be a little bit successful. So I'll tell you like a to Z story about this ATG Perfume. If you feel like this video is redundant or something, you can skip it. So to answer your question, first of all, the question that I asked in the title, is Acqua Profumo discontinued? So some people in recent times in our group wrote that when we said Acqua Profumo is discontinued and get a backup bottle of it, or it's gonna be discontinued soon, either one. I think it's not being found in many retailers or boutiques. That time, some people got actually upset. They said Acqua Profumo is very much in Indian groups I saw. So, hi, my brothers from India. How are you doing? They said this fragrance is widely available, okay, and this is not discontinued for sure. So, I'll just clear out that confusion. Acqua Profumo is still available, okay, on many countries' websites, their shops, retailers, and discounters. But here's the but. Acqua Perfume is a fragrance. It supposedly was replaced by this fragrance. When I reviewed it, I did say it, Acqua Profondo. That's what was the talk going on. This is not exactly the same fragrance. It's a lot more oceanic, aquatic. I reviewed it. I compared it with Perfume and the whole line talk. You can check those out. But what happened basically is Profumo was not totally taken down. It's not like Essenza. Essenza is from this line and another. I have it. I reviewed it. It's a one that very much like a unicorn. You cannot find Essenza anymore. I used to have 180 ml. Then I used to have 75 ml, multiple bottles. So I have my last bottle about to finish. But Profumo, the honest my latest information is this is not discontinued, but many countries like our country, I'll tell you a situation. Bangladesh, our subcontinent countries, fragrances do come here a bit late. Like sometimes it takes up to 1 year for a new fragrance to arrive here. So what happens is when things get phased out in overseas, our countries, there are many stocks remains. Like even if you go to Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, you'll see many countries, they have some shops, you'll see many discontinued fragrances in their shop. So it doesn't mean the fragrances are still available. It means some stock left from the old batches. Let's say you can buy, sometimes find, if you're lucky, if you go around a shop, you'll find like a La Nuit de l'Homme 2009 or 8, by luck, but it's not in production anymore. It's just your luck. So I think Acqua Profumo is not that case, but it's my sellers, like ones we work with here, like I buy from, they told me Acqua Profumo, it's getting expensive. One thing, pricier. Just like Acqua Amara is still available in many shops, but the prices have gone high. It's like, it used to be like $45. Now it's around $75, $85, up to that price. So Acqua Profumo went up by $20 in the market, every shop here. So basically fragrances went up because due to the higher plane charge and all that. But the thing is, this bottle, I used to have 75 ml, then I bought 100 to 80 ml, 2 bottles. This is my last bottle it was. I have about this much left. So I did decant and stuff, but I love these big bottles. 180 mils, not 200. The Profondo does come in 200 ml, by the way. If you go to the market, always make sure you check the bottle size. This is 125 mil. I'm planning to buy 200 mil. So the Perfume, I didn't want to buy a 75 mil because the price and what you pay versus what you get is the ratio is not good. It's almost like $100 plus for 75 mil bottle size. Okay. So the thing is, finally I scored, and thanks to USB page, he recently bought Ifran Bhai, big credit to him. Thanks for bringing this 180 ml, and I bought. I'm very happy with my backup bottle. So let's discuss Acqua Perfume a little bit, okay? And I did tell this is not a review. I will be just doing discussion, right? Acqua the original one, had massive fan following. I discussed it yesterday in my classic video. Acqua was the top seller. Smells like oceanic marine, the standard freshie with a high price tag. Armani is one of the highest price tags in the market, like the most expensive fragrances in designer side. Hermes, them, some of the top prices. So Acqua di Gio, not everybody can afford. When I used to watch Acqua di Gio Profumo review when it came out first, there was this guy, I don't want to hold the bottle, it's too heavy. Sorry. So when I saw the review that Jeremy was mentioning it, that time some of this era was Amara, which I find very similar to Acqua di Gio Profumo, and afterwards the newer one, 2016, was Dylan Blue. I find these fragrances all in the same family. They do basically same purpose with differences in notes breakdown or some of the here and there twist. Some of them got orange, some of them got incense, some of them get patchouli, some of them get ambroxan, but they achieve the same thing. So out of all that, I really found Amara and Dylan Blue to be very beast mode. Profumo for me was never a beast mode, but as I wore it more, I could detect it more. So Essenza was the longest lasting for me. Apart from this line, there was also Acqua di Gio Absolute Instinct, and I think there is a limited time blue bottle. I haven't never seen it. So my favorite remained Essenza. In this lineup, I'm telling you, Essenza is my favorite. I need to find a backup bottle. But Profumo, when I saw it come out, something funny happened. In Malaysia, I was there at that time, 2015 or 16. There was this review from an Aussie reviewer, and he's a very nice reviewer. He has a nice room, nice collection. And he goes like, he this is what he did. The funny thing is not with him, funny thing is with me. He's like, when it came out, this is really a nice fragrance. And I cannot speak Aussie, the language, like accent. But he's like, this is really nice, And I'm like looking at it, I'm like eating my chicken and stuff, KFC. And I was like, of course it's nice because you can afford it, but it's like, so damn expensive in Malaysia, So when it came out, 75 ml of this fragrance costed well over, I think, $120. And that was expensive. I was never going to buy it. So luckily, one of my brothers came to visit Malaysia. And then, I think I took him around like I sort of did this, when my friends come from different countries or Bangladesh, I had that huge MPV, 7-seater. So it was always my pleasure to take people around. And then we used to have nice time, eat, show them the country. So he was very happy. He wanted to give me a gift. And he said, I'm going to buy you something unless you say, I'm like, no, I'm not going to take anything. And he's like, I'm going to go perfume shopping. Do let me know if you want to buy something. So he bought Polo Safari, like Ralph Lauren Safari. By the way, Horlicks. Sorry. And then he said, tell me which one you want to buy because I'm going to eventually buy something for you. Do you want Safari? I wanted Safari, but then the Safari is not my top priority list. I started collecting that time. I was like, I had Dior Sauvage, Amara, and I think, no, I had Aquamarine. Then I really got, I don't know, carried away and I said, I want Acqua di Gio Profumo. I did that stupid thing. I couldn't, I got greedy. And he's like, of course, what else do you want? And he paid for it and he gifted it to me. I was like, he kind of like gave me the option, so I took it. Otherwise, he was going to give me something else. So anyway, nonetheless, when I had Acqua di Gio Profumo, I was extremely disappointed. When I wore it, I said it in my group or my channel or different groups that this fragrance is not worth that money. And definitely, I'll tell you, it's not worth the $120 or $30 for 75 ml. Not nowadays. If you have the 180 ml, this fragrance, you can have it under $150. Okay, when you have $150 for 180 ml, that's a steal. That's a great value already. And the fragrance, if you like the smell. So in short, what does it smell like? It smells like original Acqua di Gio plus more spices, added spices, a little bit darkness with the patchouli, but more so than anything, it has more spicy marine accord, and it's a little bit dark. Perhaps it's a little bit more formal over the original Acqua di Gio or Essenza. This is something I wear in cooler months. I get really good performance out of it, but summertime it disappears very quickly. So if it's up to you if you want to buy it or not. If you have been a fan of this, I suggest you go for the biggest bottle, and that's the best value. Okay, discontinued or not, this is a great fragrance. But I have a feeling, just like they take down many of their fragrances, Acqua di Gio Profumo sold quite okay, I think, but Essenza didn't sell well, so they took it down. But if, God forbid, this one gets discontinued, perhaps you should get the biggest bottle. These are getting rare, man. 180 ml, it's very rare. I got this after so many years, 2 to 3 years wait. I got this big bottle, and I love these big bottles, Compared to the smaller bottle, this looks really, really amazing. You feel like confident. I have so much supply of Acqua di Gio Profumo. So in the end, how much realistically that one actually I would rate? This fragrance I would rate 8.5 out of 10. I really like it. After many years, my love for it grown a little bit higher. It used to be like 7 out of 10 for me, like when I got it at first, but keep wearing it, you have a lot more memories, meeting friends and Fragcomm meetups. So this one became sort of like a staple in my collection. Just like I showed Amara and Dylan Blue, I cherish Acqua di Gio Profumo, but Acqua di Gio Profumo is a little bit more upper class compared to the Amara and Dylan Blue because combined, sorry, because the Acqua di Gio Profumo has something masculine about it, and it has this like a more mature vibe and a little bit more upper class vibe because of that. I don't know, it's the incense or patchouli, whatever is in there. This fragrance does have a little bit formal vibe. You can definitely rock it with a suit. If you go wearing this in a wedding, it's not the darkest fragrance out there, but you'll definitely get noticed. Okay, in the colder winter months, really nice fragrance. So this is basically a fragrance for office people, I would say. If you are working with a suit, this really goes well. I would not wear this as a gym scent. It's a bit too formal for it. It's a great fragrance for signature, for something that you wear for yourself. It smells like a really masculine man, and I really love these magnetic tops. Really, really, really good. And the fragrance smells really nice, like the Aussie guy said, it's really nice, So that funny thing was like, I'm like, yeah, of course it's nice for you because you can afford it, you have the money, So right now I'm saying that if you cannot afford it, don't buy it. If you feel like you have to buy it, don't do it, because this Acqua di Gio line is very expensive. In terms of price, I think this fragrance is a little bit overpriced for what they're charging for the brand. You can go with Mr. Burberry, Indigo, Mr. Burberry's. Those lines are half the price of these, almost does the same thing. But one last thing, I think it's credit to Max 40. He actually brought it up. This is a good fragrance. This is not a clone of that line, but Bentley for Men Silver Lake. This fragrance right here is like 30-35 bucks. Okay, beautiful little bottle, 100 ml. It has great longevity. It has a little bit of cooling metallic vibe with that Acqua di Gio-ish DNA, but this is a nice fragrance, more clean, more fresh, and that one you can get, and that would be a great buy if your budget doesn't allow. But Acqua di Gio Profumo for me is ultimate score is 8.5. Okay, thanks for watching, and I think just discussion would be helpful to many people if you're still deciding should get it or not. If you're scared of discontinuation, perhaps if you like the smell, then get it. Do not buy it out of discontinuation fear. I have to have it, I can sell it later, I can make money. Acqua di Gio Essenza is not selling that much anymore, so not for business purpose. Get it for your own sake. If God forbids it gets discounted. Thanks for watching, guys. I think I'll go upload these. I love you all, and hopefully I'll get fully okay very soon, and we'll do some outdoor shoots. Have a nice day. Bye bye.